Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Back at more 21 Pilots. Working my way through the Clancy World Tour set list. Next up is Stressed Out, official video. As far as I know, this is the song right before the finale of With Trees. I'm looking forward to this one. I've loved everything that 21 Pilots has done so far. I expect nothing less from this one. Not going to waste any time. I'm just going to hop into it and see what Tyler and Josh have for me. Ooh, okay. There's three-wheelers. I've seen those before. Interesting. I'm seeing all this imagery, all this 21 Pilots imagery on his backpack straps there. He's got a lot of different references and symbolism and imagery on there. I'm glad I'm pausing it now to see that. That's interesting. Like almost like the history of 21 Pilots on his backpack strap. That's really interesting. That's a cool way to represent them and show them.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now
Oh, interesting.
I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang.
I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that when you were kids, you were afraid of a lot of things, and you were told, hey, when you get older, you're not going to be afraid of this stuff anymore. And some people still are. So, I think a lot of people can relate to that line.
When I get older, all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure, and I care what people think.
And now I'm insecure, and I care what people think. You go from being afraid as a kid to, all these outside forces and things that you don't know much about, and all this uncertainty. Then you get older, you're told that you're not going to be afraid anymore. But now I'm insecure and I care what people think. It goes from external to internal, for a lot of people anyway. So interesting how he represented it like that.
I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think.
Oh, that's interesting. Blurryface. My understanding is that Blurryface is the name for Nico the Bishop, so that's interesting. My name's Nico. My name's Blurryface, and I care what you think. That's interesting. Now, is he referring to Nico the Bishop with that line, or somebody else? Because that's who I know Blurryface to be, is Nico. So, if you know that, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate it.
My name's Blurryface, and I care what you think.
Got Josh. That secret handshake. I love that. I love that so much.
Wish we could turn back time.
Faith, family, friends. Huh. Interesting how they hand wrote it on the face of the drum like that. That's the first time I've ever seen it without the 21 Pilots logo, so I find that interesting. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Yeah, I think a lot of people wish they could do that. But back to the simpler days for most people. There was so much less stuff to worry about. Life was just simpler back then. I know a lot of people that wish they could do that. And sometimes I wish I could do that too. Go back here.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Oh, that's interesting. When our mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. It's like when you were younger and a kid, you didn't really have a care in the world. You didn't have anything to worry about. There were, you had your own fears about the world and life, but realistically, you were a kid. You really didn't have anything to worry about. You were basically carefree, and you didn't have any worries. But now your mom or your parents, whoever was in your life, was taking care of you because you were younger. Now You're saying, but now we're stressed out. It's like now all those things that they were taking care of for you, that they were worrying about for you, now you have to worry about them. Now you're responsible for all of that. You're responsible for your own life and your own well-being, and that can be intimidating and it can be terrifying for some people. So life is complicated and life can be overwhelming for a lot of people. Life can be, scary and stress, and will stress people out. So, yeah, I get stressed out in my life too. Sometimes I'm human. I'm a person, so it happens. But I like how it's set to I won't say an upbeat beat, but it's not slow either. So but I do like the beat to this. So. But he's got some really interesting and thought-provoking lyrics. Let's see, he's juxtapositioning childhood with adulthood. I find that really interesting, and it's just his word choice too for the lyrics.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay. Capri Suns, I love it. I love it. Like, I haven't had a Capri Sun since I was a kid, I think, or at least in middle school. I kind of miss them sometimes. Like, that's classic. Like, talk about going back to, like, your childhood and what you used to enjoy and what you've had back then and you don't really have now, or you don't, eat or drink as an adult. That's a classic example right there. I love Capri Suns. They're so good. I also love how in that sentence, all of the O's had the line through like a zero, but it's a Swedish zero. I find that interesting. That's a cool way to present that. It's like they're just taking a break on the curb. Sitting on the curb with a Capri Sun. Just chilling out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back. Yep, that's the thing. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young.
Yep.
How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?
That's another good point. So, cinnamon and cinnamon rolls take me back to my childhood. It's my favorite. Cinnamon's my favorite spice in the entire world, but that takes me back to my childhood because my mother would bake cinnamon rolls in the oven, and I love them. But it's interesting. I says, how come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? That happens to me a lot too. I smell something, and I'm like, where's that coming from? It smells amazing. Can't figure out where it's coming from. It's kind of frustrating and annoying sometimes, but I think that's something that people can relate to as well.
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one.
So that smell that he can't find
will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it.
Make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell
it, never sell out of it.
Sell it, never sell out of it.
I'd probably only sell one. And I also noticed that I find it cool that Josh has the drum kit behind him. He's got like a hitch on that on 3-wheel down the street. I find that really cool.
We only sell one. Maybe to my brother, because we have the same nose.
I beat my brother because we have the same nose. Interesting.
Never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, because we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Yep, it'd take them back to their childhood.
Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I
Yep.
care what you think.
Back to a simpler time.
My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
I like the music in the background too. That creepy kind of music. Makes me think of Halloween. It's like he's in his bedroom now. So real quick before I get into this, I'm just curious, who's the guy sitting in the chair next to the bed with the headphones on? Because he was in that other room earlier in the video. I'm curious if is he somebody related to them? Is he like part of the band itself, or maybe the crew behind the scenes? I'd be interested to know who he is. Just a random like observation thought. So if any of y'all know, please let me know. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna go back to see what this is. Looks like it's a family standing over him.
But now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names.
Used to play pretend and give each other other names. Interesting. Okay.
But now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Yeah.
Interesting. So, it's great that your your parents or your family or other people in your life, when you were growing up, you had these dreams. They're saying they think of making a spaceship and flying far away, and they'd say, wake up, you need to make money. Like, you can't live off of dreams. A lot of people would say that. Like, that's nice to think about. It's great to have a dream and a goal, but not all of them are realistic. And you gotta be able to survive. You gotta be able to live, and you're not gonna be able to do that with anything. But you're not gonna be able to do that with everything you dream about in life, or whether it's flying in a spaceship or a particular job or career path. So some people have fanciful, wild daydreams or fantasies that they would like to be able to do with their life, but you can't always make a living or live from that. So, but a lot of people will say that, wake up, you need to make money, like you're daydreaming, like come back to reality, basically. But a lot of people, their daydreams do come true, and they're able to thrive from them, so it is possible. I don't think there's anything wrong with chasing your dream or goal or passion. I mean, it can take some people really far in their life. So, classic example will be for me with this YouTube channel, honestly. Like, this has been kind of a dream of mine for about 20 years, honestly, give or take. So, yeah, and now my dream's a reality. I have this YouTube channel, and I have y'all to thank for that. It wouldn't be possible without y'all, so thank you so much for helping make this dream be a reality, and for continuing to show me so much love and support. I really appreciate it. I love music, and I love sharing it with other people, and I love talking about it, and YouTube is a perfect place for that. So we get to share that together, and I appreciate that.
Dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang.
Now, these are actual family members. I'm curious about this because they're literally showing the fathers and sisters, sisters, fathers, mothers, brothers. These are actual family members, because if they are, that's really cool. They featured in this video. It's like giving a visual shout out to them, which is awesome in my opinion. So shout out to their parents if they are.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, that's an interesting visual. I have no idea if this actually has any meaning behind it.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed.
But I find it interesting that they're wearing black. The guy in the middle is wearing gray, and Tyler and Josh are both wearing red. I don't know if that has any symbolism or any meaning behind it, but if it does, that's really cool. I'd be interested in finding out what it is. If you know, let me know in the comments. I appreciate it.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend bunny. We used to play pretend.
Ooh, that was an interesting visual. Hang on. I saw that.
Used to play pretend. Used to play.
That's interesting. I'm trying to catch that frame.
Used to play pretend.
That's interesting. I can't tell if the left eye is actually black or if it's red. Pretty sure it's a contact. That's actually a cool effect. He's got the black t-shirt, but he's got the red beanie, and then he's got the red eye contact. That's really cool. I like that, actually. I don't know if there's any symbolism or meaning behind that. If there is, let me know. Okay, both are red.
Different names, we would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Yeah.
Interesting. Got Josh playing the drums and then Tyler walking away down the street. But he's got the beanie. It's interesting how he's walking down the street in the outfit he started out in, but then in the other in the other scene, he's got the red beanie with the 2 red eye contacts and then the black shirt. So interesting. The color usage is always interesting to me with them, because they have one logo that's got the red, the blue, the red, blue, black, and red, and then you've got the black with Clancy, but this one's black, but then you have the all red one, but then you've got different colors. But colors always seem to have symbols and meaning to them in some form or fashion, but then also light and dark. So I'm always interested to see different artists what they're using those colors or that light and dark for to represent. So this is another great video. I love that. Like the lyrics always tell an interesting story to me, and it was really cool how Tyler showed, you know, he talked about childhood and talked about adulthood, and he talked about them, you know, separately, but in the same, you know, 2 different verses back to back to represent how things used to be in childhood and then now how they're in adulthood. But yeah, Stressed Out's kind of a great title for this song, because yeah, most people when they become adult, a lot of people get stressed out because of all the responsibilities they have in their life. So I know I get stressed out sometimes, so a lot of people can relate to this song, but I like the references he put in there too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Any other performances from them that you'd recommend I check out, please let me know in the comments. I definitely would appreciate it. Again, as far as I know, this is the last song before Trees, so this is the end of the concert set list. But that's all I got for you right now. I've already reacted to Trees, so that's the finale basically. But definitely looking forward to reacting to more 21 Pilots. That's all I really got right now. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you so much. And until the next video, peace.